The Cutie Pox. What? Okay, so I guess the descriptions. Maybe I shouldn't be reading these descriptions because that's kind of spoilers. But like, I don't know. I guess it's not that much of a spoiler because it's pretty obvious that would happen at some point. So she's gonna get her stupid mark finally, and then she gets more for some reason. I have a feeling they just made that up. Like, okay, that's one thing I noticed. I'm thinking back. So many of these things that they've like built up, well, kind of built up, don't actually apply at all. Like Pinkie Pie's like twitches are supposed to predict things, but it just doesn't happen at all. Like, it hasn't come up once in what, at least 10, 15 episodes? So like, it's so dumb. They just introduced a bunch of random crap and they didn't try to follow up on it. It's so dumb. This one's just gonna be even more crap. The last couple episodes actually had, I know I shouldn't really care about these ratings, but the last couple of them had a lot of like 9s, and this one has a 7, so this is probably gonna be even worse. Fuck. I guess another thing is that the novelty of just how absurd it is that I'm actually watching this is like wearing off. Because the first few ones, I just could not stop giggling at myself. Because it's like, it's just so absurd. It's probably the most absurd thing I've like actually done is watching this stupid show. But it's like... Like, I don't know, I guess just, it's not as funny. Just the mere idea of me watching this isn't quite as funny as it was before. I don't know, just bring the torture, bring the pain, bring the psychological horror. Okay, so it is these characters again. It's them endlessly trying to get their stupid marks. More unfunny jokes. Like, I wonder, would kids actually find this funny? I assume, because how else could this show have gotten more seasons if it wasn't successful, like monetarily? So it must have had an audience. How could this have had an adult audience, though? I have no idea. I did not need that shot. Okay, so it's still got her ball. Also, what? Horses bowling? What the? It doesn't, like, what? Nope. Oh, they're talking about that guy. Oh, it's just the bait and switch. Well, and she's pissed because she got embarrassed. Oh no. No. Okay, good. Oh, she's actually sad. Is that the Forbidden Forest? Or is that what they call it in this? I don't even remember. Doesn't exactly look like the threatening forest. Like the Forest of Certain Death and Star just has all this like crazy scary shit. I'm also surprised at how often this character's been returning. This is what, like the 5th time this character's been in an episode? So is this gonna be about patience? Okay, so she can do magic stuff? What, so she wants her to give her a cutie mark? Ugh, the rhyming. Like, I don't know. Something about speaking in rhymes. It's like, it's a novel for like one line, but it gets really boring. Mighty cock! Oh, like they said cock again. I'm not gonna bother making an edit out of that though. Oh, how convenient. She has to leave and then she's gonna eat the petals or whatever it is. So she has a mark now? A circle. It's literally just a circle.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, that voice is just terrible. What, a hula hoop? Oh, these bully characters again. This is boring. What, they were impressed? Okay. Wait, what was with that? Like, I guess it's just to make you think she's gonna be mad?
Yeah, girls.
Ugh, this is just so dumb. How long have they just been doing this dumb montage of her playing with this hoop? I do not get why this is going on for so damn long. Is that her actual name? The Hoopla. Oh, and now there's the multiple marks. Oh, so this is all just part of the potion.
2 talents.
That's kind of, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of weird that they're doing this, because it's like, with the marks, it's kind of implying that every person can only be good at one thing, which is just not true. Like, the fact that they're saying it's weird that she's good at 2 things, it's kind of a bad message to send to kids, because you can be good at more than one thing. Like, how long has this montage been going on for, though? Like, it's just been her just derping around like an idiot for 5 minutes? Nothing really, like, I don't know, it's not entertaining, it's not funny, it's not exciting, it's not advancing any kind of story or plot. Is the only thing he's ever said yep?
Nope.
Oh, that was like such the worst voice. I guess that's the joke with that character, is he only ever says yep or nope. Like, it's like they're implying that you can't, that being good at 3 things is bad? What? What, Zecora? Oh no.
You're amazing.
The way that she, like, leaned up there, just, so suggestive. You could kill her. That would probably cure it. What's that one supposed to mean? Does France exist in this world, then? What? Because normally in fantasy worlds, English is what all the characters speak. But then, like, all the other, like, foreign characters will just speak, like made-up languages. If there's any non-English languages. So then shouldn't that mean that... I don't even know where I'm going with that. Another montage of just nothingness. Oh, and everyone's scared now. I'll have to look at that math again. again to see if it makes any sense. It didn't look like it though. Like there was a summation sign, just x equals 0, which means literally nothing. Well, so she has to admit that she stole the flowers. Can't they just say anything that's true? Like that the sky is blue? Can't you just say that? Oh, I don't care. This is boring again. I guess at least this is like something that's kind of unique to the show, like with the marks and being good at things. So it's like at least there's some creativity with what they're going for. Still just boring though. There's nothing. It's just generic lessons. It's not interesting or funny. I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. It's just a bunch of nothing. Yeah, another really boring, stupid episode. There was that one scene with during that montage that had the math on the chalkboard. So I looked at it to see if it made any sense. Nope, there was an integral from 0 to infinity, with no, function there. So it's complete nonsense. Am I really gonna judge a ridiculous little kids show based on the math that's on the board? I guess there's one of them made sense. There was a summation sign of all the, actually no, it still doesn't make sense. Does it? Well, it was a summation sign from 0, or x equals 0 to infinity, but there's no, there's no, portion that gets added. I forget what it's actually called, but, that wasn't there, so that didn't make sense. There was the square root of x cubed, which is just nonsense, and then there was, 2 pi, or no, some function over 2 pi, which, why would you be dividing by 2 pi? I don't know, every show that does that, every show that has math in the background is never right. Actually, the only one that I can think of that they intentionally try to make the math and stuff make sense is The Big Bang Theory. I remember behind the scenes thing, I guess, and they said that they, had actual physicists on staff, and they, would, check the math, or the physicists would write the whiteboards to make sure that all the equations and stuff, made sense. But for the most part, they just write down a bunch of math stuff. I don't know why I'm rambling about that one dumb shot. It just, when I see something that I know is wrong, it bothers me. When a lot of cartoons, for some reason, when they draw a guitar, they'll draw 3 strings, but they'll draw 4 tuning pegs, and it makes me so mad. Because it's that's so wrong. Why do shows do that? There's six strings, and there should be 6 tuning pegs. Why is there not even the same number of tuning pegs as there is strings? And then the frets are so not even close to aligned. And oh, that just bothers me. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling about random crap now. Then again, there isn't much to say about this episode. It's just, okay, so Apple Bloom is still looking for her dumbass cutie mark, and then she sees the zebra again, and then ends up making this potion that ends up giving her this sickness that makes her get a bunch of random marks. That makes her really good at everything, and then she can't stop doing things, and then she has to admit that she made the potion. And now that I think about it, this is so boring, because this was basically the introduction, which was explaining why she had the potion and why she's gonna get all these marks. Then it was maybe 15-16 minutes of just dumb shit, just her showing off the skills she's gaining, and then the last minute was her admitting that they're all fake, that she used a potion. Oh my gosh, just fuck. It's so boring. You could cut out literally 60% of this episode. At least you could just directly cut out, and absolutely nothing would change. Plot wouldn't change. There wouldn't be any less funny jokes. The character moments wouldn't be any less significant. Oh my god, just so bad. Also, this made me realize the thing with the marks is really not just a horrible message to send to kids. Can only be good at one thing. That's what it implies. Is it saying that there's one thing that makes you special? But then the way they were phrasing it there, they're oh, she has 2 marks. She's good at 2 things. What? That just seems like a really bad message to send to kids. So as far as a rating, I'll give this a 3 out of 10 because it wasn't that painful, but it didn't make me angry. But then it also was still boring. Also a terrible message to send to kids. Yeah, just bad episode, as always. Well, then again, if you're gonna put these in percentiles, this would be in the upper, or I guess in the middle percentile, because I think I've given all of these, except for 2 of them, less than a 5. Nothing really to say here. It's just so bad. Holy shit. Sure.